right, guys, let's get a look at this one. 1963 Chevy Impala. Really striking color combo. 63 is a really cool year for these cars, in my opinion. You've got guys that love the 62s, guys that love the 64s, and 63 is kind of the best of both worlds. You still get a lot of the boxiness, but you also get a lot of the lines that made the 62 so sexy. You also get the size of the 64. Slightly larger car. So again, to me, this is the perfect blend of both worlds. Gotta love that roof line, the way they built them to make them look like convertible tops. This one's got solid paint all the way around. We're gonna send it over for a final polish once she gets to rolling museums and we put her up for sale. It is a driver though, so as you can see, it's got a spot there somebody touched up. Chrome is solid. It is driver quality though. But as far as imperfections, not a lot that I can talk about. There's a little, if you can see there. And again, the rear chrome. I've got the key in the trunk, guys, just because this is a lot of car to cover. I'm trying to do this in one take. So instead of fumbling with the key, I figure we can go right into it. So out of our normal range, out of our normal routine, rather, we'll go into the trunk. Before we do the interior, as you can see, deck lid is nice and solid. A little bit of surface there where the paint's worn off. Same on the inner trunk rail. But this car is super nice and solid. Great seams in the trunk. Somebody had one of those crappy rubber mats in here. Created a little surface, but all the seams are rock solid. Your quarters, all of that stuff. Nice and solid there. We'll take a look on the inside at the trunk. I will make mention of this because this is a weak spot on Impalas. The chrome window frames, all the chrome trim around here are in great shape. Again, driver. I have to just continue to reiterate that, because great does not mean perfect, but they are in great shape. Good dash pad. There looks to be just a small hump there, as you can see. You guys know the drill. If I see it, I'll point it out. But that is something that's easily replaced if it bothers you that much. But the dash pad is nice and solid. Interior is nice. Seat covers are nice. Has an aftermarket radio. I'm gonna do you guys a favor and get in there and wire it up properly. So that's why you see that wire hanging down at the pedal. As soon as I'm done with this video, we're going to finish that up. Nice solid package tray. Headliner is in great shape. You see right back there at the rear sail panels. She's got a little bit of droppage there, but par for the course. Check out in between those doors. The door cards. Bottoms of the doors. Absolutely flawless in the cab corners. Go around to the other side. Little stain there. And I'm gonna get rid of these. Solid carpet. You can see the kick panel just warping a little bit. And for the guys that don't know, those things are made of cardboard. So this is just kind of commonplace stuff on old cars. But I realize again and again that we're dealing with new guys in this hobby every single day. Again, window frames are nice. Mirrors. Door handles. We'll pop the hood. And this is gonna take two hands, guys. All right, so under the hood, GM small block, 327, I believe. Nice, clean, stock in the box under the hood. Of course, the Holley air cleaner is not stock, but you get the point. Let's get in here and fire this girl up. Now, let's talk a little bit more on the inside. Odometer, if you can see it there, shows 54,132. Aftermarket steering column, aftermarket steering wheel clearly, and that had to be done. This was a column shift 3 on the tree car, and I can drive those, but what I've learned in this business is that most guys cannot. So we did the conversion, put a 200 R4 in here. So you've got a highway gear. Perfect little combo. Great cruiser with overdrive. Guys, we'll get it out on the test drive. We will pop it up on the lift. And that's going to be it for this 1963 Chevy Impala. Oh, no. One more thing, guys. Something super cool about this car. One key. The entire car has been converted over to one key. So the car, the key that locks and unlocks the doors, locks and unlocks the trunk, also starts the car. And you guys know what a pain this can be. There can be 2, there can be 3. One key all the way around. 1963 Chevy Impala. All right, so we are test driving the 1963 Chevy Impala. First test drive after the transmission rebuild. She's running and driving really well. This floats down the road. Odometer works. Not a lot to talk about as far as gauges. These didn't come with an actual gauge cluster. I am going to get it back to the shop and just check the alignment on that shift indicator. We're in drive, but it's reading 2. Not a big deal, but something I can adjust, I will. She runs and drives really well. Not a race car by any means, but good power for what she is. 1963 Chevy Impala. Hey, let's get a look up underneath this 1963 Chevy Impala. I had a quick glance under this thing, and this car is pretty freaking awesome. Trunk supports are in great shape. Trunk pan itself looks to be in excellent shape. Again, these things are shot out of sequence, so I have not even looked in the trunk yet itself. Check out the rear seat pan. All just gorgeous. The braces on both sides in excellent shape. It looks like somebody's made some type of reinforcement there and there. But those are done really well. Braces in great shape, braces in great shape. Front floor pan, rear floor pan, just absolutely gorgeous. Man, super nice car, guys. 1963 Chevy Impala.